body in particular.
He's, I was saying this earlier, he's doing a great job. He's learning our offense, he's learning the defensive structure so that things can slow down for him. Right now things happen really fast, and kind of things happen sometimes before he sees it because he can't anticipate it well enough, which is all about getting reps, seeing stuff on film, going out and doing it over and over and over again until he gets comfortable with it. But he is going the right direction.
Is it safe to say he's obviously ahead of the game as far as drop blocking versus the pass that?
Well, I think that's usually going to be the case with a lot of people. I mean, it's happening more and more in high schools now where people are running pass-oriented offenses, but still most of the time guys are further advanced in the run game than the pass game.
Certainly he's young, Yodney is in terms of college, but he's also hadn't played a lot of football.
Right.
Do you see that in him? Is there a difference in him than a guy who's played 6
There's
years?
times and there's days where, he struggles with things, and like I said, things happen really fast, and, you see him kind of look as something happens and goes by. There's other days where he feels it and anticipates it. It's now about, being consistent with it and continuing to progress.
Athletically, though, is he different than, a lot of other
He's
youngsters?
pretty good. He's pretty good. Now, we've had a lot of great linemen here, so I'm not going to say he's, great by any stretch of the imagination. He's pretty athletic, and he's got that in him, so we're going to just keep building on it.
How comfortable are you with your first 5 right now?
Well, our first 6 or 7, I'll say, because I don't know if we're ready to say these are our 5 guys. But I'm comfortable with their work ethic. I'm comfortable with their teamwork and working together. I don't think you're ever at the point where you say, okay, now we're ready to go. I know, day before our first game next year, I'm still going to be saying, boy, wish we had a little more time.
What have you seen out of a guy like Marquise, who's heading in this year? Does he look different than he did last year?
He's playing with a lot more control of his body, which was important to him, to us, to see out of him. He's playing with more confidence, and he's becoming a leader. He's embracing, a leadership role, and he's doing a good job with that. As always, he needs to continue to work on fundamentals, on technique, pass sets. We're spending a ton of time working on pass sets with our tackles. So that stuff, I think, is going to pay off for us.
Is there a sense of urgency with a guy like that? I mean, is that something you've noticed during your career that heading into that last spring where something just kind of switches?
Yeah, it hits them, and they realize that this is my last shot at it. So I think that there's a little bit more work ethic involved. There's a little bit more excitement about excitement about going out and improving every day. So the sense of urgency is a pretty good word to use for that.